never too late to begin breeding one of the neatest fish found in the aquarium trade. No other fish offers the brilliant colors, hardiness, ease of breeding, and beautiful physical display as the guppy does. When large numbers are mixed in a community tank with other peaceful species, the outcome can be simply stunning. The reasonable price for guppies in pet stores allow almost any fish keeper, young or old, to become part of the fascinating guppy fish world. If you own a number of guppies in your aquarium, today's video is for you. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner fish keeper or more experienced one, because breeding periods will always appear. That is why today we'll talk about the process of setting up guppy breeding tank. But before anything else, if you're new here, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out any of our videos. So let's get into the video. First of all, I will cover multiple things you need to do, like choosing the proper aquarium, setting up with the lights and hiding places, and even other aspects like selective breeding as well. So let's start with the first step you need to do in order to set up a breeding tank for your guppies. Choosing aquarium size. To set up a breeding tank, you'll need a separate aquarium from the one you're already using. Choosing a new one might prove to be difficult if you don't know what size is best suited for your breeding tank. For a normal breeding process, in my own experience, you won't need anything bigger than 6 gallons in volume. To make a good choice, it is best just to go with a normal fish tank of a 6 gallons in capacity. Anything larger than that will prove to be pointless. If you think you need something special like a specifically created breeding container, know that you don't. Guppies will breed in pretty much anything and they don't require anything special, such as specific breeding kits. So go for a normal aquarium like you buy it anyway. Because if you don't know, during the fry delivery period, that day the female won't eat her fry and even males don't bother to eat them. He just wants to breed and breed and breed till he die. So in the same day, you should transfer the fry to other grow out tank. Proper aquarium conditions. It comes as no surprise to anyone who has ever had the pleasure of owning guppies that they are able to live in a wide variety of water conditions, including fresh and salt water, despite the fact that guppies are very forgiving of fluctuating water parameters. They should receive the finest conditions we can offer. Guppies should never be kept in small jars or bowls. Always choose the largest aquarium that your finances will allow, as what we mentioned earlier. The proper temperature for the guppy is 72 to 78 Fahrenheit, and the pH can be kept between 7 to 8. When you're ready to breed them, just raise the temperature to 2 to 3 Fahrenheit. Use a sponge filter. Like any other aquarium, a breeding tank will also need a water filter. Choosing a filter is quite easy. However, there is something you should keep in mind when making a choice. The fry will easily get sucked into the filter if you don't get a proper device. For this not to happen, we recommend that you use a sponge filter as what we do today. And by the way, I'm using this old sponge filter because this already have good bacteria residing on it. This is great for small fish, so fry as well. A sponge filter will prevent the fry from getting sucked into the filter and die. Also, a sponge filter usually won't create strong water flows, and this is pretty important since guppy live in slowly moving waters, and the fry will need such habitat to survive. Adding aquarium lights. A good breeding tank will also have lights installed. Why would you need lights in the breeding tank? There's a good reason why this is recommended. Lights will help Guppy fry grow faster and be healthier, as what we mentioned before, and their metabolism will become faster. If you want to achieve a faster growth rate for your Guppy fry, you should keep the lights on for about 12 hours every single day. But for me, because this setup is in outside, so I don't need lighting at all. And also, please remember that your guppies also need darkness. They need to sleep and rest for at least 8 hours. So don't think of leaving the lights on for 24 hours because this will not help. Instead, the constant lighting will stress out the guppies and they will die. So as what with most of the things in life, you need to find a balance with aquarium lights too. Buy or put aquatic plants that appear in their natural habitat. Another method to get hiding places for your guppies is to buy aquatic plants that you can place in the tank in various spots. This is great because guppies will feel much more at home due to the variety of plants, and the breeding will go down much more smoothly. Guppies like having a handy place or two, so you can make them very happy by building small openings with plants and rocks. This way your guppy fry will feel safe and will block the line of sight of adult guppies. This will help greatly the survival rates of your guppy fry. And of course, white pebble substrate is what we're using now will also serve as filtration soon. So let's settle the tank for a few hours. And after a few hours, the tank is already clear. Then let's add our breeder and tank. Selective guppy breeding. Why I'm always talking about selective breeding? Because this is to make our fellow hobbyists familiar process as a very basic on keeping pure strain and to enable to master this method for your future breeding advantage. To prepare for selective breeding, the hobbyist first needs to choose several guppies with characteristics they believe can be intensified to produce true breeding strains. These specific characteristics can include long fins, unusual colorization, and unique patterns. And I'm using this ribbon type dragon mosaic to produce ribbon types. And it's important to purchase a female of the same strain as the male you choose in order to strengthen the line and save valuable time, which can be better used in the pursuit of a new type of variation. While females do not show many traits that are visible on the males, they in part carry the genes for the expression of these traits. Due to the fact that few strains are pure, or producing identical fish from generation to generation, it is quite possible that you may end up with a new characteristic. New variations can occur through mutations as well. When it comes to the realm of breeding, nearly anything is possible. And when we talk about inbreeding, don't be afraid to use inbreeding to fix your strain, because a scientist in Denmark once inbreed the same strain of guppies for a period of 24 hours without the additions of any new blood. The result of this experiment was a larger and stronger strain of guppies with no apparent damage or weakness caused by the inbreeding. But if you do find your fish quality to be deteriorating, you can always outcross to another strain to make it back to its original pattern. As new generations are born, keep an eye for any males born with unique characteristics that can potentially be developed into new lines. Maintaining breeding tank regularly, just like your main fish tank. The breeding tank also needs proper maintenance. Basically, everything that you do with the main aquarium, you must also do here. For instance, regular water changes are must. They should be done carefully. However, make sure that you change about 30 to 50% of the water each week. This will allow for a great cleaning process while your guppies will continue mating. All in all, setting up a breeding tank for guppies is quite simple. All you need to do is follow the steps that we talked earlier. This way you create a proper habitat for your guppies, where they can breed peacefully and the fry will grow faster and more beautiful. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. And by the way, I just want to say thank you to all certified hobbyists in the whole world who supported our channel. Thank you guys so much. And of course, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to get updated on our next video like this one. Please be safe everyone. To God be the glory. Bye bye.